Life is a Game, Play Smart, Win Big. Written and published by Sonic Digest. Welcome to the Game of Life. Life, in its complexity, can be viewed as a grand, ever-evolving game, one that we are all players in, whether we realize it or not. Every day, each decision we make, every action we take, contributes to how we move forward on this vast game board. Some people seem to navigate this game with ease, achieving success and fulfillment, while others struggle with frustration, setbacks, and missed opportunities. The difference is often not luck or circumstance, but a strategic approach to the game itself. Opportunities are constantly present, waiting to be recognized and seized, but they don't always come dressed in obvious packaging. They often appear as challenges, masked in difficulties, or disguised as risks. The key to winning is being able to see beyond the surface, to understand the deeper structure of the game, and to make calculated moves that push you closer to your goals. Just as in any game, some players master the rules, while others fail to grasp them and are left behind. Challenges, while often seen as obstacles, are actually essential to the game. They sharpen our abilities, force us to adapt, and develop resilience. Without obstacles to overcome, there would be no growth, no development of the skills needed to succeed. Challenges teach us the art of persistence, of refining our strategies when the path becomes tough, and of pushing through when quitting seems tempting. Those who can embrace these challenges as opportunities to learn are the ones who excel in the game. Rewards in life are varied, from financial success to personal fulfillment, strong relationships, and inner peace. These rewards are not handed out freely. They are earned through deliberate action, smart decisions, and a mindset that remains focused on the bigger picture. The player who understands this knows how to maximize every opportunity, extract valuable lessons from every challenge, and continuously move forward even when faced with setbacks. However, success in this game requires more than just effort. It demands strategy. In every game, from chess to sports to business, those who win are not necessarily the most talented or the hardest working. They are often the ones who have mastered the art of thinking ahead. They don't react to life passively. They plan, anticipate, and stay a few steps ahead of the competition. In the game of life, this strategic thinking manifests as the ability to prioritize long-term goals over short-term gratification, to make decisions that align with a greater vision, and to adjust course when necessary without losing sight of the ultimate objective. It's not about making every move perfectly, but about making enough smart moves that add up to long-term success. When we approach life as a game, we learn the importance of patience, timing, and knowing when to take calculated risks. Life's game is not played alone either. We are constantly interacting with others, forming alliances, competing, collaborating, and sometimes facing opposition. Understanding human nature, mastering the dynamics of relationships, and recognizing the value of cooperation are all crucial elements in this game. Often, the most significant achievements are not won in isolation, but through partnerships and alliances that multiply our strengths and open doors that we could not open alone. In the end, life offers infinite possibilities, but it's up to each of us to play wisely. Success is not guaranteed, but for those who commit to learning the rules, staying strategic, and playing with intention, the rewards are well worth the effort. Chapter 1. Understanding the Rules of the Game. Why knowing the rules is crucial. In life, just as in any game, there are rules, both visible and hidden, that determine the outcomes of our actions. These rules are not merely guidelines, but fundamental principles that govern every move we make. The way we choose to interact with these rules defines the trajectory of our lives. Time, choices, and consequences are the pillars upon which these rules rest, and understanding them is the foundation for achieving mastery over life. Time is finite, And no matter how skilled or resourceful you may be, it is the one asset you cannot recover or expand. Every moment spent is a piece of the game being played, and those who understand its value use it wisely. Time is the silent player in the background, constantly pushing the game forward. The greatest players recognize this and learn how to maximize every second, knowing when to act swiftly and when patience will serve them best. They understand that the investment of time, whether in learning, building relationships, or growing their capabilities, is what ultimately leads to long-term rewards. Choices are the moves we make on the game board of life. Every decision is a step forward, a door opening to new possibilities while simultaneously closing others. The weight of choice cannot be overstated. The difference between success and failure, fulfillment and regret, is often the sum of the decisions we make. Those who succeed do not leave their choices to chance. They develop the ability to evaluate potential outcomes, considering not just the immediate gains, but the broader implications. They understand that the right decision, even if difficult or unpopular, will set them on a path to future success. Consequences, on the other hand, are the natural results of our choices. Every action creates a ripple, and those who know the rules understand that these ripples eventually return as waves. The ability to anticipate consequences, to foresee the impact of decisions before they are made, is the mark of someone who understands the game deeply. It's not about avoiding all risks or mistakes, but about navigating them with awareness, learning from them, and adjusting strategy when necessary. But the game of life is not just dictated by personal decisions. There are societal rules, spoken and unspoken, that influence outcomes. The spoken rules are obvious: laws, regulations, societal expectations. Following these ensures you stay within the boundaries of what is deemed acceptable or successful by society. However, the unspoken rules are far more subtle. These are the cultural norms, the invisible expectations, the way certain actions are perceived by others. Understanding these unspoken rules is key to moving efficiently and effectively through different environments. Mastering the unspoken rules often gives individuals a competitive edge. Those who can read between the lines, who understand the power of perception and the intricacies of human interaction, often find themselves with more opportunities than those who merely follow the obvious path. In life, much like in a game of poker, not everything is as it seems, and those who can recognize what is unsaid often hold the winning hand. Self-awareness, your biggest asset. Self-awareness is not a luxury. It is an essential tool for navigating the complexities of life's game. Without a deep understanding of yourself, every decision becomes a shot in the dark, every challenge an uphill battle. Self-awareness allows you to play the game with precision, aligning your actions with your innate strengths while avoiding the pitfalls of your weaknesses. Knowing your strengths provides clarity. It helps you to understand where you are most effective, where you can excel, and where you should focus your energy. When you know what you're naturally good at, you can leverage those abilities to gain an advantage. You stop wasting time trying to fit into molds that don't serve you, and instead, you carve out your own path where you are most likely to succeed. People who understand their strengths don't merely work harder, they work smarter, optimizing their efforts to produce the greatest possible outcomes. Equally important is an awareness of your weaknesses. This isn't about self-criticism. It's about understanding the areas where you are not naturally inclined to excel and finding ways to either improve or compensate. The most successful people don't pretend to be good at everything. They know their limits, and rather than struggling alone, they surround themselves with those who complement their weaknesses. Whether through delegation, partnership, or deliberate personal development, they make sure that no weakness becomes a stumbling block. Passions are also central to self-awareness, but they must be aligned with the realities of the game. Passion drives motivation, but when misguided, it can lead to burnout or unproductive effort. Self-awareness allows you to connect your passions with your strengths, ensuring that you pursue goals that not only excite you, but are also achievable. This alignment is where real fulfillment and success reside. The clarity that comes from self-awareness sets the stage for smart decision-making. When you know yourself deeply, you are less influenced by external pressures or the opinions of others. Your path becomes clearer, not because it's without obstacles, but because you know exactly where you are going and what you need to do to get there. Self-awareness allows you to play the game with confidence, knowing that your choices are rooted in an understanding of who you are and what you are capable of. Without self-awareness, you are a player who moves without direction, reacting to the game as it unfolds rather than shaping it to your advantage. With self-awareness, you become a proactive force, shaping your own path and playing to win. Chapter 2. The Power of Strategic Thinking. Think 2 steps ahead. In any game of skill, the difference between victory and defeat often lies in the ability to think not just about the current move, but several moves ahead. Life operates on a similar principle. While many become consumed with the present, focusing solely on what lies directly in front of them, the true masters of the game are those who can project themselves into the future, imagining not just their next step, but the ripple effects of that step on all future possibilities. Strategic thinking begins with a long-term vision. Those who succeed in life understand that immediate gratification rarely leads to sustained success. They look beyond the present moment, seeing their current circumstances not as an end, but as part of a larger trajectory. This foresight enables them to navigate challenges and seize opportunities that others may miss, precisely because they are playing a longer, more deliberate game. Anticipating outcomes is an essential skill in this context. Each decision you make creates a web of potential consequences, and those who have developed the ability to foresee these outcomes can make moves that align with their greater goals. This doesn't mean predicting the future with perfect accuracy. No one can do that. But rather cultivating an awareness of the possible outcomes of each choice, weighing both the risks and the rewards before taking action. Such thinking also demands flexibility. Life, like any complex game, is unpredictable. Conditions change, opportunities arise and vanish, and external factors often intervene. Those who can adjust their strategies while maintaining focus on their long-term vision are the ones who thrive. They are not rigidly attached to a single plan, but rather have the agility to adapt when necessary without losing sight of their ultimate goals. This is where the power of thinking 2 steps ahead truly reveals itself. Those who are prepared for various outcomes can pivot when needed without being thrown off course. Strategic thinking also involves recognizing patterns, both in your own life and in the world around you. Just as a chess player studies the board and anticipates their opponent's moves, you must learn to see the patterns in your environment, understanding how certain actions lead to predictable results. By recognizing these patterns, you gain the ability to stay ahead, preemptively acting in ways that steer you toward success while avoiding common pitfalls. Thinking 2 steps ahead isn't just about reacting to what's happening. It's about creating a proactive approach that places you in control of your future. Risk versus reward. Making smart decisions. Success in life often hinges on the delicate balance between risk and reward. Every opportunity carries with it an element of uncertainty, and the ability to assess that uncertainty is what separates those who thrive from those who falter. The art of decision-making, especially when it comes to risk, is not about avoiding danger at all costs, but about understanding when to step boldly forward and when to hold back. The greatest achievements are often born out of risk, but not all risks are created equal. Blind risk, driven by impulse or emotion, rarely leads to favorable outcomes. On the other hand, calculated risk, where the potential rewards have been carefully weighed against the possible downsides, can open doors to extraordinary possibilities. It's not about being fearless. It's about being wise. The most successful individuals take risks, but they do so with an acute awareness of both the stakes and the potential returns. At the same time, playing it safe is not inherently wrong. There are moments when caution is the wisest course of action. In some cases, the rewards are simply not worth the gamble, or the timing may not be right for bold moves. The key is discernment, knowing when to act decisively and when to wait, when to invest energy and resources, and when to conserve them. A strategic player understands that safety and security, when overused, can lead to stagnation. But when employed wisely, they provide the stability needed to pursue bigger opportunities at the right time. Balancing ambition with caution requires a level of self-awareness and foresight that few cultivate. It's not about rushing headlong into every new opportunity, nor is it about being paralyzed by fear of failure. It's about cultivating the ability to look at every situation through a lens of both ambition and pragmatism. Ambition provides the fuel for action, while caution provides the guardrails that keep you from veering off course. This balance is crucial in both personal and professional life. In your personal life, risk might involve emotional vulnerability, new relationships, or significant lifestyle changes. In your career, it could mean pursuing a new business venture, taking on a high-profile project, or seeking a leadership role. Each decision comes with its own set of risks and rewards, and it's your ability to assess these that determines whether you will move forward with confidence or retreat into complacency. But smart decision-making isn't just about balancing risk and reward in isolation. It's about aligning each decision with your overall strategy. If your risks are not aligned with your long-term vision, they can derail you just as much as poor decisions can. Therefore, every choice you make, every risk you take, must be weighed against not only the immediate outcomes, but how it fits into the larger picture of your life's goals. Those who master this balance are the ones who consistently make progress, while those who neglect it often find themselves stuck, wondering why their efforts have not led to the success they seek. Understanding this dynamic is what separates those who merely survive from those who thrive. It's about recognizing that success is not the result of a single bold move, but a series of strategic decisions, each one carefully weighed, each one moving you closer to your ultimate goal. Whether you're stepping forward or pulling back, each choice is a move in the game. And the more you learn to balance risk and reward, the more you'll find yourself making the right moves. Chapter 3. Mastering the Mindset of a Winner. The mindset of a winner is not built on luck or talent alone. It is rooted in the belief that growth is always possible. Those who rise to the top understand that every challenge, no matter how daunting, is an opportunity for growth. Rather than shying away from obstacles, they embrace them, knowing that the very act of confronting challenges strengthens their skills, sharpens their focus, and deepens their understanding. The most successful individuals have cultivated a mindset that thrives on continuous learning and improvement, where failure is seen not as a final verdict, but as part of the process of achievement. In life's game, setbacks are inevitable. Even the most well-thought-out plans can go awry, and no one is immune to mistakes. What separates the winners from the rest is their response to these moments. They understand that every failure is a valuable teacher. Instead of allowing setbacks to diminish their confidence, they analyze what went wrong, extract the lessons, and adjust their approach. This ability to learn from failures transforms what could be defeat into a stepping stone for future success. Embracing challenges also requires stepping outside of your comfort zone. The human tendency is to seek safety and certainty, but the path to success is often found in uncharted territory. It is in these uncomfortable spaces that true growth happens. Those with a growth mindset understand this and actively seek out experiences that challenge them, even if it means facing potential failure. They do not see discomfort as a threat, but as a sign that they are pushing their boundaries and expanding their capabilities. This mindset of growth is not only about overcoming failures, but also about being proactive in the pursuit of new knowledge and skills. Winners are lifelong learners. They are constantly seeking ways to improve, whether through formal education, mentorship, or self-study. They know that the game is always evolving, and staying stagnant is a sure path to irrelevance. By committing to continuous growth, they keep themselves adaptable and ready to seize new opportunities as they arise. History is filled with examples of individuals who have turned losses into wins. These individuals did not stumble upon success by accident. They actively used their failures as fuel for their eventual triumphs. For them, every loss was a lesson, every setback an invitation to grow. This attitude is what propelled them to greatness. Their resilience in the face of adversity, combined with their commitment to growth, made them unstoppable. Resilience, bouncing back from setbacks. Resilience is the armor of a winner. In the face of adversity, it is easy to crumble, to allow obstacles to break your spirit. But those who succeed understand that persistence is the key to overcoming any challenge. Mental toughness, the ability to endure hardship without losing sight of the goal, is not something that people are born with. It is developed through the repeated act of getting up after being knocked down. Life is full of unexpected challenges. You may encounter failure, rejection, or even moments when everything seems to go against you. But the true test of character is how you respond to these moments. Resilient individuals do not let temporary setbacks define them. They understand that adversity is a part of the game, and they view challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to prove their strength. It is through persistence, through the refusal to give up, that they find success on the other side of difficulty. Developing resilience begins with shifting your mindset around failure. Many view failure as the end, a confirmation that they are not capable or worthy of success. However, those who have mastered resilience understand that failure is just a part of the journey. They do not fear failure because they know that each setback carries within it the seed of growth. They see failure as feedback, information that helps them adjust their strategy, refine their skills, and come back stronger. Resilience also involves the ability to maintain focus in the face of uncertainty. There will be times when the future is unclear, when the path ahead seems fraught with difficulties. In these moments, winners do not panic or lose faith in their abilities. Instead, they remain steadfast, trusting in their capacity to navigate through tough times. They maintain their focus on their long-term goals, understanding that temporary difficulties are just that, temporary. Practical ways to develop resilience include building mental toughness through small challenges. By deliberately putting yourself in situations that test your limits, you train your mind to endure discomfort and bounce back from difficulty. Whether it's taking on a new project that stretches your capabilities, or pushing through a physical or mental challenge, each time you overcome a small obstacle, you build the resilience needed to face larger ones. Consistent exposure to challenges strengthens your ability to cope with bigger setbacks, making you more resilient over time. Additionally, cultivating a strong support system can enhance resilience. No one wins alone, and having people in your corner who believe in your abilities can provide the encouragement you need during tough times. Surround yourself with those who understand the importance of perseverance and who will remind you of your strength when you feel weak. Ultimately, resilience is a choice. It's the decision to keep moving forward no matter what stands in your way. The most successful people are not those who never fall, but those who get up every time they do. Through persistence, mental toughness, and the willingness to learn from every setback, they build the resilience that propels them to greatness. Chapter 4. Building Winning Habits. Daily Routines of Successful Players. Success doesn't just happen. It is the result of deliberate actions repeated over time. The most successful individuals understand the power of routine, and they craft their days with purpose, ensuring that each moment is used to build momentum toward their goals. These daily routines are not arbitrary. They are carefully designed to enhance productivity, focus, and clarity, aligning every action with a larger vision. A consistent routine creates structure, reducing decision fatigue by eliminating the need to constantly decide what to do next. The mind thrives on order, and when your day is organized, you free up mental energy to focus on higher-level tasks. Successful people recognize that their energy and attention are finite resources, and they use their routines to conserve these resources for the moments that matter most. Their mornings often set the tone for the day. Many begin with habits that center the mind and body, such as physical exercise, meditation, or journaling. These activities are not just about health. They create mental clarity and emotional resilience, providing a solid foundation upon which the rest of the day is built. By starting the day with intention, they ensure that they enter their work with focus and drive, rather than being pulled in multiple directions by distractions. Successful individuals also carve out time for deep work, those periods of undisturbed concentration where they can engage fully with complex tasks. This uninterrupted focus is where real progress is made, and they design their routines to protect these blocks of time from unnecessary interruptions. Whether they are creating, strategizing, or problem-solving, this deep work is treated as sacred, time where they can make significant strides toward their goals. Equally important in their routines is the practice of reflection. Many successful people take time at the end of each day to assess their progress, review their actions, and adjust their plans for the future. This daily review allows them to stay on course, recognize where improvements can be made, and ensure that they are always moving in the right direction. By making reflection a habit, they continuously refine their approach, ensuring that their efforts are always aligned with their vision. To create a routine that fuels productivity and focus, it's essential to design your day around your highest priorities. Start by identifying the tasks that will have the most significant impact on your long-term goals and build your routine around those. Eliminate distractions, automate or delegate low-priority tasks, and ensure that your energy is spent on what truly matters. A winning routine is not about being busy. It's about being intentional with your time. Discipline, the key to consistent wins. Discipline is the quiet force behind every success story. While motivation may get you started, it is discipline that keeps you going, especially when motivation fades. Those who win consistently understand that success is not about bursts of inspiration, but about showing up every day, regardless of how they feel. Discipline is what transforms ambition into reality, as it pushes you to take action even when the path is difficult or the rewards seem distant. The truth about discipline is that it is far more reliable than motivation. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes, often swayed by mood, external circumstances, or how appealing a task appears at the moment. Discipline, on the other hand, is steady. It is the commitment to do what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. Discipline does not rely on external factors. It is an internal choice that, once made, builds the consistency needed for long-term success. To cultivate discipline, one must first establish clear, non-negotiable standards. These standards create boundaries that prevent distractions, procrastination, or wavering commitment from derailing progress. Successful individuals hold themselves to these standards with rigor. They do not wait for the perfect moment or the ideal circumstances. They create a system that ensures action happens day in and day out, regardless of external conditions. One practical strategy to build discipline is to focus on small, repeatable actions. Big goals can often feel overwhelming, but by breaking them down into smaller, manageable tasks, the process becomes less daunting. Consistently completing these small tasks creates momentum, and over time, this momentum leads to the achievement of even the most ambitious goals. Discipline is not about taking massive action all the time. It's about taking consistent action, no matter how small, every single day. Another powerful way to stay disciplined is by eliminating temptations and distractions that can derail your progress. Whether it's the pull of social media, the lure of procrastination, or the comfort of routine, distractions are the enemy of discipline. Successful individuals recognize this and take proactive measures to remove these obstacles from their environment. By creating a space where distractions are minimized, they ensure that their focus remains sharp and their commitment strong. Equally important is the practice of delayed gratification. Discipline often requires sacrificing short-term pleasures for long-term rewards. This is not always easy, but those who master discipline understand that real satisfaction comes from achieving meaningful goals, not from indulging in momentary comforts. By training themselves to delay gratification, they build the mental toughness needed to persevere through difficult times, knowing that their efforts will pay off in the end. Ultimately, discipline is about making a choice. It's about deciding that your goals are worth the effort, the sacrifice, and the persistence required to achieve them. When you commit to discipline, you remove the option of failure from the equation. Every setback becomes a lesson, every obstacle an opportunity to strengthen your resolve. Through discipline, you build the habits and routines that lead to consistent wins, creating a life of purpose and achievement. Chapter 5. Playing well with others. The importance of relationships in the game. No one achieves success in isolation. Relationships are the currency of life, and those who understand how to build strong alliances and partnerships find themselves with a strategic advantage. These connections, whether personal or professional, are the threads that weave together the fabric of opportunities. People are often the gatekeepers to resources, knowledge, and opportunities that would otherwise be inaccessible. Knowing how to foster and maintain relationships is a skill that can propel you forward, opening doors that talent or hard work alone may not. Building relationships is not just about networking in a professional setting. It's about creating meaningful connections based on trust, respect, and shared interests. In every interaction, you are either strengthening or weakening the bonds that can help you advance in the game of life. A genuine relationship goes beyond what someone can do for you. It's about how you can support each other's growth and success. People are more inclined to help those who have invested in them emotionally, intellectually, or through action. Strong alliances create a support system that can provide guidance, mentorship, and resources when you face challenges. No matter how skilled or knowledgeable you are, there will be times when you need someone else's perspective, expertise, or connections to get to the next level. Knowing whom to turn to and having built up enough trust in that relationship ensures that help is available when you need it most. In the professional realm, networking is often seen as a strategic game in itself. However, it's not just about collecting business cards or LinkedIn connections. Effective networking is about nurturing relationships over time. It's about giving as much, if not more, than you receive. People will remember those who genuinely care about their well-being, their careers, or their personal interests. A network built on mutual respect and support becomes a resource that multiplies over time. These connections can lead to collaborations, partnerships, and even unforeseen opportunities that enhance your success. On a personal level, relationships play an equally important role. Whether it's family, friends, or mentors, the people around you contribute to your well-being, happiness, and mental resilience. They provide encouragement during tough times and celebrate with you during moments of victory. By cultivating strong personal relationships, you create a foundation of emotional support that strengthens your ability to navigate the complexities of life's challenges. Win-win scenarios. How collaboration leads to victory. Collaboration is often the most powerful tool in achieving lasting success. Those who master the art of cooperation understand that life is not a zero-sum game, where one person's win equates to another's loss. Instead, they view every interaction and opportunity as a chance to create a win-win scenario. By aligning your goals with the goals of others, you can foster relationships where both parties benefit, leading to long-term success that is more sustainable and fulfilling. The principle of win-win relationships is rooted in mutual benefit. When you seek to help others succeed, you create a culture of reciprocity where others are motivated to help you in return. This doesn't mean that every action should be transactional, but rather that when you genuinely contribute to another person's success, you lay the foundation for future collaborations and shared victories. It's about recognizing that your success is interconnected with the success of those around you. Helping others win can accelerate your own journey toward your goals, as it builds goodwill, trust, and a strong network of allies who are eager to support your endeavors. In business, the power of collaboration can be seen in the partnerships that drive innovation, growth, and market success. Companies that work together, sharing resources and knowledge, often outpace their competitors. The same is true on an individual level. When you collaborate with others, you gain access to skills, perspectives, and experiences that can complement your own. By working together, you can achieve more than you ever could on your own. Collaboration is the catalyst for creativity and innovation, as different ideas and strengths come together to solve problems in unique ways. Beyond professional success, win-win collaboration is essential in personal relationships as well. By creating an environment where both parties feel valued and supported, you build relationships that are strong, resilient, and mutually beneficial. Whether it's in friendships, family relationships, or romantic partnerships. When both people work toward shared success, the relationship becomes a source of strength rather than conflict. The long-term benefit of fostering collaboration is that it often leads to compounding rewards. When you help others achieve their goals, you are building a reputation for being supportive, trustworthy, and generous. People will remember your contribution and will often seek ways to repay the favor, whether directly or indirectly. This creates a ripple effect, where the more you help others, the more opportunities flow back to you. Your success becomes intertwined with the success of others, creating a network of collaborators who are all invested in each other's victories. Playing well with others is not just a social nicety, it's a strategic advantage. Those who understand the value of relationships and the power of collaboration find themselves better equipped to navigate the complexities of life and achieve lasting success. Chapter 6. Navigating Challenges and Obstacles. In life, obstacles are inevitable. No journey toward success is without its fair share of hurdles, and those who succeed are not the ones who avoid challenges, but those who confront them with courage and strategy. Obstacles, whether internal or external, present opportunities for growth, and recognizing them as such is the first step towards overcoming them. Many of the challenges we face are rooted in our own perceptions. The fear of failure, the doubt that creeps in when faced with uncertainty, or the temptation to abandon a goal when progress slows. These are all obstacles we create in our own minds. Addressing these internal barriers requires a mindset shift. When you see obstacles as opportunities to grow stronger and more resilient, you empower yourself to move through them rather than be held back by them. Every setback, every difficulty is a lesson in disguise, teaching you something about your own strength, persistence, or creativity. External obstacles, on the other hand, may come in the form of financial difficulties, lack of resources, or resistance from others. These are challenges that require both patience and problem-solving skills. To tackle these roadblocks head-on, it's essential to stay focused on your ultimate goal while being flexible in your approach. Identify the root of the problem, then develop creative solutions that address the issue at its core. Sometimes the solution may not be obvious at first, but with persistence and a willingness to try different strategies, you can break through even the toughest barriers. One of the most effective ways to overcome obstacles is by leveraging the right tools and techniques. Problem solving is a skill that can be cultivated, and there are various methods that can help you navigate challenges more efficiently. Whether it's breaking a problem down into smaller, more manageable parts, seeking advice from mentors or experts, or employing techniques like brainstorming or mind mapping, there's always a way to find a solution. The key is to remain calm and focused, trusting that every problem has a solution waiting to be discovered. Equally important is the ability to maintain emotional resilience when faced with obstacles. Obstacles can be draining, both mentally and emotionally, and it's easy to feel discouraged when things don't go according to plan. Cultivating resilience means building the mental toughness to stay the course, even when the path is rocky. By managing your emotions and staying grounded in your purpose, you can continue moving forward with clarity and determination, no matter what challenges arise. Dealing with setbacks. Rewriting your playbook. Setbacks are an inevitable part of any journey. No matter how carefully you plan or how hard you work, there will be times when things don't go as expected. The real test of success lies not in avoiding setbacks, but in how you respond when they happen. Setbacks offer the chance to reassess your approach and rewrite your playbook. They force you to adapt, to think on your feet, and to be open to new possibilities. When faced with a setback, the first step is to avoid the trap of frustration or self-doubt. It's natural to feel disappointed, but dwelling on what went wrong will only waste valuable time and energy. Instead, focus on what you can control, your response. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Every setback is rich with lessons, whether it's about refining your strategy, improving your skills, or simply understanding that some circumstances are beyond your control. Flexibility is crucial when rewriting your playbook. Sometimes a plan that seemed foolproof at the start may need to be adjusted or abandoned entirely. Flexibility doesn't mean abandoning your goal. It means being open to new ways of reaching it. Pivoting is an art in itself. It requires creativity, resourcefulness, and the ability to let go of rigid expectations. By shifting your perspective and embracing change, you can often turn a setback into a stepping stone toward an even greater success. Adapting to changing circumstances also requires a willingness to experiment with new approaches. When one method fails, it's an opportunity to try something different. This might involve exploring alternative strategies, collaborating with new people, or seeking out unfamiliar resources. The most successful people are those who are constantly learning, evolving, and staying nimble in the face of change. By keeping an open mind and embracing the need for constant adaptation, you maintain momentum even when the path ahead looks uncertain. Setbacks often reveal strengths you didn't know you had. When things don't go as planned, you're forced to dig deeper, tap into hidden reserves of resilience, and find solutions that you might not have considered otherwise. Overcoming setbacks builds confidence, not just in your ability to succeed, but in your ability to persevere, no matter the odds. Ultimately, navigating obstacles and setbacks is about playing the long game. Success is rarely a straight line. It's a winding road filled with unexpected twists and turns. Those who come out on top are not the ones who never face challenges, but the ones who learn to see each challenge as an opportunity to grow, adapt, and emerge stronger than before. Chapter 7. Winning in the Long Run. Defining success on your own terms. True success is a deeply personal journey, and its definition varies for each individual. It's easy to get caught up in societal standards and external expectations, where success is often defined by material wealth, status, or accolades. However, chasing someone else's vision of success can lead to frustration, emptiness, and a sense of disconnection from your true purpose. The first step to long-term success is understanding that it is not a one-size-fits-all concept. It is something only you can define for yourself, based on your unique values, passions, and aspirations. Success should reflect who you are at your core. To define success on your own terms, it's essential to engage in deep self-reflection. What brings you joy? What fulfills you? What kind of impact do you want to have on the world? These are the questions that guide you toward a vision of success that resonates with your true self. This process helps you filter out distractions and external pressures, allowing you to focus on goals that align with your authentic desires. Setting personal goals that reflect your values and vision requires clarity and intentionality. It's not just about achieving milestones, but about the journey you take to get there. When your goals are aligned with your core values, you'll find that even the pursuit of these goals feels fulfilling. Every step you take will be fueled by a deeper sense of purpose, and even setbacks will be seen as part of the process rather than as failures. You become less concerned with the opinions of others and more focused on building a life that feels meaningful to you. Another critical aspect of defining your own success is resisting comparison. In a world where it's easy to measure your progress against others, it's important to remember that everyone's journey is different. The timeline of someone else's achievements has no bearing on your own. Your path is yours alone, and success, in its truest sense, is not a competition. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you free yourself to define and pursue success on your own terms without the burden of unrealistic expectations. Sustaining long-term success. Achieving success is one thing, sustaining it is another. Long-term success requires more than just reaching your goals. It demands ongoing growth, balance, and reflection. One of the key principles of sustaining success over time is recognizing that life is dynamic, and so are you. As you evolve, so too will your goals, ambitions, and definition of success. It's essential to remain open to change and adaptable to new circumstances while staying grounded in your core values. Balance is crucial in maintaining long-term success. Many people push relentlessly toward their goals without taking the time to rest, reflect, or nurture other important areas of their life. This approach can lead to burnout, diminished creativity, and a sense of depletion. To win in the long run, you must cultivate a healthy balance between your professional ambitions and your personal well-being. Make time for rest, relaxation, and relationships. Invest in your physical, mental, and emotional health, knowing that your well-being is the foundation of your ability to achieve sustained success. Reflection is equally important in the pursuit of long-term success. Regularly assessing your progress, evaluating your decisions, and realigning your goals ensures that you stay on track and continue growing. Reflection allows you to celebrate your wins, learn from your mistakes, and make necessary adjustments as you move forward. By engaging in this ongoing process of self-assessment, you'll be able to fine-tune your strategies, stay motivated, and maintain a sense of purpose as you evolve. Continuous improvement is another cornerstone of sustaining success. No matter how much you achieve, there is always room to grow and develop further. Life is a constant process of learning, and those who thrive in the long run are those who embrace this reality. Whether through formal education, acquiring new skills, or simply being open to feedback, the desire to improve ensures that you remain relevant, adaptable, and equipped to handle new challenges. Maintaining motivation over the long term can be challenging, especially when the initial excitement of reaching a goal wears off. This is where passion and purpose play a vital role. When your goals are aligned with your values and when you find meaning in what you do, motivation becomes intrinsic. You don't need external validation or rewards to keep going. The journey itself becomes rewarding. By regularly revisiting your purpose and reminding yourself why you started, you'll be able to maintain the drive needed to keep evolving, no matter how long the road ahead may be. In the end, long-term success is not about a final destination. It's about continually striving to be the best version of yourself, living a life that reflects your deepest values, and staying committed to growth, balance, and self-awareness. By embracing this mindset, you not only achieve success, but sustain it in a way that brings lasting fulfillment and joy. Chapter 8. Celebrating the wins and learning from losses, recognizing milestones and victories. The journey through life is filled with both triumphs and challenges, and often we become so focused on what's next that we forget to acknowledge how far we've come. Celebrating wins, both big and small, is not just a momentary indulgence. It is a vital practice that nurtures motivation and builds momentum for future achievements. Each milestone reached, no matter how seemingly insignificant, represents progress. These moments are not just about the achievement itself, but about honoring the effort, the persistence, and the commitment that went into reaching the goal. Recognizing your victories reinforces a mindset of progress. It sends a powerful message to yourself that the steps you're taking are leading somewhere meaningful. Celebration allows you to pause, reflect, and appreciate the incremental progress that often goes unnoticed in the day-to-day grind. This practice strengthens your confidence and fuels your motivation to keep pushing forward, especially when the road ahead feels long. It's about marking moments of success as reminders that, despite the obstacles, you are capable of reaching your goals. Moreover, celebrating achievements, whether they be personal victories or professional accomplishments, creates a positive feedback loop. The sense of accomplishment triggers a rush of energy and fulfillment, making you more eager to take on the next challenge. Positive reinforcement is one of the most effective ways to maintain momentum. Every celebration, no matter how small, builds confidence and fortifies your resilience, making you better equipped to tackle whatever comes next. However, it's not just the monumental successes that deserve recognition. Small wins are equally, if not more, important. These incremental victories are the building blocks of larger accomplishments. By celebrating them, you acknowledge that progress is a process. The small wins add up and create a foundation for larger breakthroughs. The act of appreciating these moments keeps your spirits high and reinforces that every step forward, no matter how small, is a step toward success. Lessons from losses. Losses and setbacks are inevitable in life. No matter how strategic or prepared you are, failure will be part of the journey. Yet each loss presents a valuable opportunity, a moment to learn, to grow, and to adjust. How you respond to these setbacks determines the course of your future success. Rather than viewing failure as a stopping point, it should be embraced as a critical turning point where the most profound lessons are learned. Losses reveal weaknesses and blind spots that victories often mask. They push you to reevaluate your strategies, reassess your approach, and find areas for improvement. When faced with failure, there's an opportunity to ask important questions. What went wrong? What could have been done differently? These reflections allow you to gather insights that will help you avoid similar mistakes in the future. Every loss, therefore, becomes a source of wisdom, a stepping stone to better outcomes. One of the most powerful shifts you can make in your mindset is to view failure as feedback. Instead of seeing a loss as a definitive end, recognize it as a form of instruction. Failures teach you what doesn't work, helping you refine your path forward. This perspective transforms adversity into an essential part of growth. By understanding that setbacks are not the opposite of success, but rather a part of it, you become more resilient and adaptable. You learn to adjust your methods, recalibrate your goals, and return to the game with a renewed sense of purpose. Furthermore, failure fosters humility and teaches you the value of perseverance. It forces you to dig deeper, to tap into strength you didn't know you had, and to develop a deeper appreciation for success when it finally comes. The most successful individuals are often those who have encountered the greatest losses. What sets them apart is their ability to recover, to learn, and to continue moving forward despite the challenges. Setbacks are not deterrents. They are teachers that sharpen your skills, build character, and prepare you for even greater success. In fact, some of the most significant breakthroughs come directly after the darkest failures. When you take the time to reflect on your losses and extract the lessons within, you emerge stronger, wiser, and more determined. Losses challenge you to expand your capacity for growth and ultimately bring you closer to your goals. When viewed through the right lens, a loss is never final. It's a stepping stone toward the next win. Conclusion: the final play. Mastering the game of life is not merely about achieving a series of goals. It is about understanding the intricate dynamics that govern our journey. Throughout this exploration, the emphasis has been on recognizing that life operates much like a multifaceted game, filled with rules, strategies, and opportunities for growth. Key lessons learned encompass the power of strategic thinking, the importance of building relationships, and the necessity of resilience. Each principle lays the foundation for a successful and fulfilling life, enabling individuals to navigate challenges while capitalizing on opportunities. Embracing a growth mindset allows you to see setbacks as stepping stones rather than obstacles. Every failure can serve as a lesson, providing insights that pave the way for future successes. As you reflect on your own journey, remember that the game is ever evolving. Life requires adaptability, a willingness to reassess and realign your strategies. When faced with adversity, the most important thing is to remain committed to your vision while being open to change. Life's challenges are not barriers, but rather invitations to deepen your understanding and expand your capabilities. Harness the power of relationships. The connections you foster and the collaborations you engage in can propel you forward in ways you may not have anticipated. Recognize that success is not a solitary endeavor. The alliances you build can enrich your journey and provide support during difficult times. In the spirit of collaboration, seek to uplift others. The success you cultivate can multiply when you contribute to the achievements of those around you. Cultivate the habits that lead to sustained success. A disciplined approach to daily routines can set the tone for productive days and rewarding outcomes. As you refine your habits, consider the balance between ambition and caution. Embrace the risks that lead to growth while maintaining a keen awareness of when to pivot or recalibrate your actions. In your final play, approach each day with intention and mindfulness. Celebrate your victories no matter their size, for they reflect your commitment and progress. When faced with losses, look for the lessons embedded within them. The wisdom gained from setbacks is often what propels you to your next success. Ultimately, mastering the game of life requires a blend of strategy, resilience, and a heartfelt commitment to continuous growth. Embrace each moment as an opportunity to learn and evolve. As you navigate this ever-changing landscape, let the insights gained from this journey guide you in making decisions that align with your true purpose. The game is yours to play, and with each choice, you are crafting the narrative of your life.